Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, we are talking about the growth model. We have completed goal setting, we have completed reality check, and now we are on the obstacle and option O. GROW will be will and way forward. T is for tactics and H is for habits. So as we go along in life, definitely there will be obstacles in life. That means, as I mentioned, this wheel of life, all right, it affects all of us. As long as we are human beings, as long as we have not moved from the peripheral, from the rim to the hub. And if we talk about the hub, we know that right in the center of the hub there is the shaft. All right, if you have your bicycle, you have the bicycle shaft, then you have the hub, and then you have the spokes and the wheel. All right, so the shaft is right here, all right, and the hub is just around there, and then the wheel and the spoke. So what is the shaft of a believer, a Muslim, that carries the whole wheel, internal, externally? This is the shaft is our deen. The shaft is Tawheed. This shaft is La ilaha illallah Muhammadar Rasulullah. As long as we have this, and we know Tawheed, and we know the unity of what Allah has ordained upon, then we have a very strong belief system that can carry the whole weight of the wheel. That means for us, it can carry the whole weight of our life, regardless of our circumstances, whether it is at 12 o'clock when we have success, happiness and joy, or at 3 o'clock when we have worry and fear or anxiety, or at 6 o'clock when we have suffering, depression or trauma, or at 9 o'clock when we have hope. So this shaft is very important. So we must have a strong shaft. So the strong shaft is deen. This deen is very important. So we must hold to this deen, especially in the 21st century where there is no meaning, no purpose, and just live just like animals. We must go back to this, because then we can get away from the rim to the center. That's why our alim, our ulama, our spiritual master says you must get from the rim to the center. And to get the rim to the center, you then receive sakinah and sa'adah. You receive peace, you get peace, you have tranquility. So whatever happens at the externalities of your life, it will not affect you. So when you are at the hub, all right, the shaft and holding the hub, this is where we talk about Islam, Iman and Ihsan. So our hub will consist of Islam, Iman and Ihsan. And then from the shaft, this is Tawheed, La ilaha illallah, the wholeness to the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the practice. And then the externalities are all the externalities in life that we go through. So this is just a parable or an analogy. And this analogy we can apply to human beings, to societies also. Even for example, what is the situation of the ummah today? Where are we? Are we at 12 o'clock? No. Are we at 3 o'clock? No. Are we at 6 o'clock? Maybe, but maybe we are at 7 o'clock. The ummah now. So we are going towards hope, and then from hope we can go to success. So for the last 200 years we are a suffering ummah, an ummah that has failure, an ummah that has trauma, war, famine, killing, intertribal, intersectarian violence and so on. So we are suffering, but we have hope. So because we have hope, we are now moving from 6 to 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then hopefully we reach 9 o'clock. So what is important is for us to understand that if this ummah, we have been at the top here, all right, for 800 years, then we go to at 16th century, we start going at 3 o'clock, we are going down. 21st century, 20th century, we are right here. 21st century, we have hope. All right. So all our suffering, our pain, our worry of the ummah as a whole, being the most, for example, underdeveloped ummah, or an ummah that is most troublesome, an ummah that has a lot of violence, a lot of suicide killings and so on, is a manifestation of our suffering, of our trauma, of the oppression and the difficulties of this ummah. So we have to bring up. So now we are here, or maybe 7.5. All right, so this is the ummah. Then we have to work towards going towards hope, and then inshallah at the end of the 21st century we would then be at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and then inshallah if Allah wills we go back and become an ummah that is fully respected, an ummah that is the pinnacle of human civilization, human success. Because now human being is just one. We have one globalized human being. So if we can practice this deen, the beautiful deens that allow the manifestation of the beautiful deen of Islam based on hub, based on love, right? As I say, hub and hub, based on love, based on mercy, based on compassion, based on living together as a human being, living together as all creatures of Allah, from the soil to the vegetation to the animals to the human being, right until the angelic beings and all the creatures that Allah has ordained to exist in this universe, both seen and unseen. So we have this. So if we understand this, we can understand that the obstacle and option open for the ummah is for us to transform. So for example, like I'm trying to do this free life coach training program. It is a transformation process to adapt the way we approach our family, our children, our teenagers using the science of psychology. So we have this post-Islamic psychology, a transcendent model to achieve peace, happiness and success in the 21st century. Inshallah, in a short few months, we'll upload this whole book. Remember, you can download this as an ebook, and you can go to our website islamicspsychology.net and register for this free course, and you'll get your certificate. You can see the certificate there, inshallah. Alright, so it's all for what? For us to transform the ummah to reach at another level. So if we are able to do that, then we can go individually by individually. So I cannot reach out to every human being. I cannot reach out to the 1.7 billion Muslims individually. So inshallah, with the grace of Allah, over the next 10 years, I hope to train online using all the tools of technology, 10,000 of life coach, PIP life coach in various areas. For example, in youth achievers, in family and community work, and so on. So we want to bring about a change of the ummah, so that we move from 6 o'clock to 7, 8 and 9 o'clock. So inshallah, in 50 years we would be here. Then in another 50 years, inshallah, we'll be right at the top, a well-respected ummah, an ummah of achievers, an ummah that can lead all humanity from the hedonistic, meaningless, purposeless life to a life based on divine guidance, of peace, of happiness, of fulfillment, going to the center of the meaning and the reality of our life as a sincere servant of Allah who created us and gave us this deen and gave us this gift of being His vice children on earth, His Khalifa on this earth, always striving to make ourselves good, help others to be good and make the world good, inshallah.